We got some positive news from the state health department today. The commissioner said we may actually be seeing a flattening of the curve across Indiana. Right now, about 74% of our state's ventilators are still available, and 45% of our ICU beds are available. State health leaders saying they're starting to see some improvement here in Marion County, which has been hard hit with the most number of cases and the most number of deaths from COVID-19. And the other thing they're starting to see is some plateauing in terms of the numbers in the southeast part of Indiana. Now, they say this is really cautious optimism. It's not a green light to stop with those health guidelines. They say at this point, social distancing is what works, and we need to keep doing it.
And also, while the state urges people to please stay home if possible, that doesn't really mean avoiding the hospital if you're really having a medical emergency. In fact, the chief medical director for Homeland Security says the state has seen an increase in cardiac arrest as well as out-of-hospital deaths. Also, calls to EMS have been relatively low for non-COVID-19 cases. But Indiana's healthcare system has actually the capacity to care for people who are really in need. And health leaders are urging you, if you have any need, to please just simply reach out for help. They want to make sure that you're taken care of. Meanwhile, tonight, our other big headline, President Donald Trump is expected to reveal plans tomorrow to reopen the country during tomorrow's task force briefing. Meanwhile, Indiana leaders are now figuring out what that really looks like here for Hoosiers. Now, there are no specific plans, at least no plans so far. Of course, we'll keep you updated. However, Governor Holcomb today says it will be a gradual process, working with businesses as well as communities to really figure out how to get the job done. Now, they're looking at everything from the level of PPEs in our state to the ability to test as well as track the virus in order to reopen our state and to do it safely. And also tonight, Indiana Congressman Trey Hollingsworth is now responding to some backlash. All of this after he made some comments about reopening the country despite the risk of losing American lives. Take a listen.
Our experience with pandemics is that we are not going to get to zero risk, that we are not going to get to a point where there is no fatality, where there is no susceptibility. But we have to understand and provide the American people with a reasonable plan on how they get back to their lives, how they get back to their jobs, how they get back to their schools, how they get back to their churches.
Now, today, Governor Holcomb announced that he's talking with governors really from neighboring states as well, states like Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky, as well as Michigan. They're trying to share some ideas to finally figure out how we all can reopen after the COVID-19.
New tonight at 11, the GM plant in Kokomo gets some national recognition from the president for making ventilators to fight COVID-19.
Announced that its first ventilators come off the assembly line in Kokomo, Indiana. Great place. They did it in 11 days from start to finish, a remarkable testament to the ingenuity of the American worker.
And the White House also sharing this video tonight of the complete transformation at the General Motors plant in Kokomo. Over the last few months, GM is expected to build 30,000 ventilators for the nation's strategic stockpile.